Gregory raised an eyebrow. Aaron's neck flushed with warmth at the admission. He scrubbed his face with his hands, then reached into his pocket and passed Gregory his phone. Aaron may need Verity, but he wasn't sure the feeling was mutual enough yet. He was vaguely aware of Gregory talking on the phone, his features marred with worry and confusion, then a smile, and then he passed Aaron back his phone. "They're coming over," he shared. Aaron nodded. Verity arrived to Gregory's house much faster than Aaron had expected, and he let them in, accepting a quick peck against the corner of his mouth. With his hand on the small of Verity's back, he led them to the deck where Gregory waited, bouncing on his toes. "Gregory," Verity greeted, taking a seat at the table. "Thanks for coming," Gregory said with a cockeyed grin. "I know you're probably not my biggest fan." Verity shrugged. "I just want what's best for Landon, and I'm not sure being cooped up with Jack in the hospital is what's best for him. He needs more structure." Aaron directed his attention to the fence at the back of Gregory's property, and he counted the slats in an effort to busy his mind from thinking about all the reasons Verity knew what Landon needed. "I was hoping you could teach me how to do the stuff at Rapture that you and he do, and then you can trade places with him." Gregory shared the bones of his plan, and Aaron recounted the slats of the fence 4 times. "I think this will be good," Verity whispered to him a week later. Aaron and Verity were in bed, and Verity was packed to leave for New York as soon as they met Gregory at Rapture and passed off their keys. "Do you now?" "Mm-hmm," Verity hummed, tracing their fingers down Aaron's neck and shoulders. "My head is all cloudy with thoughts of you." "I didn't know that was a bad thing." Aaron turned his head to the side and kissed Verity's arm. "It's a different thing," Verity said. "I need the space to make sure I'm really seeing you clearly." "You're saying you don't want to talk to me when you're gone?" Aaron asked, the hurt in his voice noticeable even to his own ears. "I'm saying I want to talk to you often," Verity consoled. "But I won't. At least, not while I'm gone." They leaned in and kissed him gently, infusing his mouth with tenderness and affection. He cupped their head in his hands and opened to them. "Can I take you to the airport at least?" Aaron asked, hoping for more time, terrified things would be different once Verity returned. "No thanks, Thigh Master," Verity smiled. "I'd rather remember you like this." Aaron bristled. "And you don't want me to take care of Ed for you?" "Gregory is. It's the least he can do." Verity crawled out of bed and straightened their clothes, lingering in the doorway. "I'll see you when I'm back, then." "When will that be?" Aaron asked, clenching his fists so he didn't reach out for them. "However long Jack needs me," they answered. However long Jack needed them turned out to be over a week, and Aaron had grown increasingly agitated with every night he'd been forced to sleep alone. Gregory had convinced him to come out to Rapture the following Sunday, promising that being around their friends would brighten his mood. To say Aaron was shocked when he walked in and found Verity behind the bar, far too close to a slender, dark-haired man for his liking, was an understatement. Even when Verity introduced the man as Jack, their friend from New York, Aaron's jealousy continued to bubble. The way they moved around each other with such a comfortable familiarity was another reminder that there was a huge part of Verity's life that Aaron wasn't privy to. Gregory and Landon were there too, with Justin and Micah, and the room was quiet and thick with tension. Aaron waited for Verity to say something to him, anything, after the week they'd been apart, but he was met with silence. He clenched his jaw, narrowing his eyes at Jack before looking away and asking Landon, "I know you're not open yet, but is it cool if I get a beer? I'm not sure why everyone is so tense." Had Verity not thought about him, not missed him, not yearned for him? For the first time in weeks, Aaron wondered if he'd been wasting his time. "I think we could all use one." Gregory slapped a palm against the bar. Verity dropped a 6-pack of beer onto the bar and passed bottles to Gregory, Landon, Jack, Micah, Justin, and finally, Aaron. "One for the bartender?" Gregory asked. Verity cast an unexplained glare toward Aaron. "No, I think I need a clear head tonight." Aaron downed the majority of his beer in one smooth gulp, the hops and malt lubricating his dislike for whatever version of Verity had returned home from New York with Jack in tow. "So," Gregory said, turning his attention to Jack, "what brings you to L.A.? Wasn't that the question of the hour? Aaron knew Verity and Landon hadn't ever slept together, but they'd never mentioned their history with Jack. I'm crashing with Landon and Verity a while, I think.